Nearly 75% of eligible Americans have gotten at least one dose of the COVID vaccine. And today, the president made his focus on the nearly 80 million Americans who are not vaccinated, saying they're causing a lot of damage, overcrowding hospitals and costing lives. Good evening. I'm Ann Trujillo.
And I'm Gary Brode. The president said that we have the tools to fight COVID-19, but there are millions preventing us from turning a corner.
So he is taking matters into his own hands, laying out a 6-point plan that includes a vaccine mandate for employers with 100 or more workers.
And we have live, in-depth coverage tonight. Our Bayon Wang has more on what this means for Colorado workers.
First to Denver 7's Jessica Porter with a look at the president's plan. Jessica?
Well, the president did not waste any time in taking action to get a handle on the spread of the Delta variant. The U.S. is heading into the fall with 4 times the number of patients in hospitals than a year ago, more than 100,000. Today, he laid out a 6-step plan to get things under control in the form of executive orders. The big one, requiring all employers with 100 or more workers to get them fully vaccinated or show proof of a negative test at least once a week. Employers must provide paid time off for workers to get the shot. And businesses that don't comply can face a fine of up to $14,000. Another point in the president's plan, requiring all federal executive branch workers to be vaccinated. And an executive order mandates employees and contractors with the federal government be vaccinated too. The plan also works to keep schools open and expand testing.
We have the tools. Now we just have to finish the job with truth, with science, with confidence, and together as one nation. Look, we're the United States of America. There's nothing, not a single thing we're unable to do if we do it together. So let's stay together.
The president is also announcing that the travel mask mandate will be extended through January 18th, and fines will double for those who don't comply. The TSA is planning to enforce the fine. It's now a $500 to $1,000 fine for first offenders and up to $3,000 for second offenders. That goes into effect tomorrow. The president called on travelers today to show some respect for airline workers, just trying to do their job and keep people safe. Ann, Gary.
All right, Jessica, thank you. So what does this vaccine mandate mean for workers here in Colorado?
Denver 7's Bayon Wang picks up our team coverage. Bayon, this is impacting hundreds of thousands of Colorado workers.
Yeah, hey, and Gary, this is certainly going to have a huge impact here in Colorado. In fact, this is the most stringent mandate President Biden has announced since taking office. The Labor Department here tells me that the president's mandate is going to impact more than 3,000 businesses. Those businesses employ more than 800,000 people, nearly 800,000 people, I should say. And this is still developing news. So those businesses are still trying to figure out the implications of this mandate. And if those workers decide to opt out and get tested weekly, who's going to pay for those tests? So a lot of moving parts here still need to be figured out. In fact, the administration hasn't even announced any sort of timeline for this mandate, where, as we understand it, that's going to be up to the U.S. Department of Labor to roll out, which is expected to come in the next couple of days. Now, since learning of this development, we've reached out to dozens of local businesses, but have yet to hear back from most of them. However, the aerospace company Lockheed Martin issued a statement to Denver 7 stating, "As we have done throughout the pandemic, we continue to follow federal, state, and local mandates and the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention to minimize the spread of COVID-19. We also spoke with the Denver Metro Chamber of Commerce, and they said that during this entire pandemic, while they have been supporting local choice for their businesses to decide whether their employees are going to get vaccinated or not, they will follow this mandate from the president. They will try to understand its implications when it's rolled out to them, and they'll start working with their local businesses as well. We'll certainly have more on this coming up at 10. Back to you.
I'm sure we're going to hear from a lot more businesses. Bayon, thank you. Reaction already pouring in from those opposed to the president's plan. Representative Lauren Boebert tweeted, "Joe Biden's absurd mandates are not more powerful than the Constitution." And the largest federal law enforcement union pushed back on the vaccine mandate, saying in a statement, quote, "A mandate at this time only undermines these voluntary vaccination efforts and reduces public comfort in getting vaccinated."
And on the same day the president made his announcement, our company, EW Scripps, issued a mandate for all employees just this morning, in fact. We are all expected to be vaccinated by December 1st, even those working fully remote. In a note to staff, our CEO said, quote, "At Scripps, we make decisions based upon scientific research and expertise. The COVID-19 vaccination has been scientifically proven to be extremely effective in preventing serious illness and reducing the spread of coronavirus. Now, we checked, and mandates like this are perfectly legal, with one caveat. The Equal Employment Opportunity Commission says employers must find alternative arrangements for those workers who are unable to get vaccinated for medical reasons or for religious objections.
And we've seen those exemptions play out in the city of Denver already. Denver 7 investigates obtained new numbers showing just how many first responders have requested and received exemptions. 67 members of the Denver Sheriff's Office have requested vaccine waivers, 2 for medical reasons, 60 requested religious waivers, and 5 cited both options. 111 Denver Fire employees asked to opt out of the vaccine requirement, 5 cited medical concerns, 101 asked for the religious waiver, 5 requested both. Finally, 199 police employees also asked for vaccine waivers. 24 listed medical reasons, 167 requested the religious exemption, and 8 cited both. Nearly 60% of those waiver requests have already been granted. Just 8 have been denied. The rest are still under review. Those denied have until September 30th to get into compliance. And since United Airlines made vaccine mandatory, the number of unvaccinated in the workforce has shrunk by half. September 27th is the deadline for employees at United to get vaccinated. Those who don't will face unpaid leave or even be terminated. The airline says more than half of its unvaccinated workers got the shot after it announced the requirement in August.
And you may be asking, why this vaccine mandate now? Well, states and cities across the country have created incentive programs to encourage people to get vaccinated, including the $1 million lottery program here in Colorado. Well, new research from the University of Pennsylvania found that the free cash and gifts haven't really boosted vaccination rates. In fact, in many cases, researchers found that people simply were not aware of the programs. President Biden will travel to our state next week. The president will push his plan to build back better in Denver on Monday. This plan would raise taxes on wealthy Americans and corporations while lowering taxes on working class families. The White House has not released specifics on the visit just yet, so we will be sure to update you.